So, so I'm going to give you a few tips to survive the booting camp that will help you or help us all. Things I've learned and practiced myself. One, show up and be consistent. If you can, actually not if you can, just decide for the time if you're joining the programming program that you're not going to miss a class. Missing a class is the worst crime you can commit to yourself, because the model of the delivery model is a little bit different. It's not an instructor-led where you have a teacher in front, that, either a blackboard or whiteboard leading you. Is you have content for each day, and each content for each day you need to finish up yourself and code for yourself. So each day you have a ton of work to do. So if you miss a day, it means the following day you will have 2 tons of work to do, and you need to actually catch up with the rest. So then you miss the other day, it becomes chaos. So just make sure you don't miss a class. That is number 1. Number 2 is tied to number 1. Make sure you finish up the day's work before even the next, because you're building up. It's a building block. So if you miss to do the right thing here, there you'll collapse. So make sure that each day's work, you're actually doing it and you're finishing now. If it means you do it till evening, get some time to finish it up, please, you have to do that. Second, be humble and follow the program. The program is interesting. They make sure they do things like pair programming, code review, daily stand-up. Please follow those things. Some of us fought with those things and later discovered you actually need a pair to program with you. It helps a lot. There are things you see when you're two that you don't see when you're alone. And there are things that your neighbor or your partner will see for you on your code that normally you will not see, and you struggle with the code for longest. And that now takes you to the third tips, which I'll say, ask for help. When you find you're struggling with a bit, or you're trying to debug a code for some time, and you can't see where the problem is, actually just ask your neighbor, just your colleague. They'll see things that you've struggled with an hour plus. At times you'd go home with work, and you'd wobble with things for 2 hours. The following day when you meet with your classmates, within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they have already seen where the problem was. So ask for help. Don't die with stuff alone. Fourth, make the class fun. We made our class fun. We had Bluetooth speakers. We would make music when you're coding. We would have sessions to stretch, dance. Make the class fun. By the way, I've discovered in life, you don't make things you do fun. It's a struggle. And when you struggle, you don't even produce quality work. You don't produce good work. So look at way of making that moment fun. And this brings to number 5. Tip, Pomodoro. Pomodoro is a new thing I learned, which is basically time blocking or time boxing. Like we would do, depending on you, we are different. There are people who can concentrate only for 25 minutes max. And there are others who can concentrate for 30 minutes and others 45. Anything in between there. But don't go beyond 45 minutes, because then you start losing focus. So what you do is time for 25 minutes, Pomodoro. Pomodoro means that you stand up, do something fun, walk around, stretch, go for a nature break, or just stand up. Just break that pattern for 5 minutes, then do another thing for 25 or 30 minutes or 45, depending on how your concentration. Mine is actually on that lower side of 25. I don't sit for more than 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I would wake up, walk around, or just stretch, or just, listen to music for 3 minutes, then come back for another time boxing of 20 or 25 minutes or 30 minutes or 45. So Pomodoro, very important. You thank me later for this. The sixth tip is be prepared to fail. Programming is a unique thing, or coding is a unique thing that makes you feel silly almost every day. And if you're like me, who for the last couple of years, 5 years plus, you've been doing things really good, you're good at, and you almost, you rarely fail at things, it can be tough, because you'll do something and you'll actually not know what is happening, why it's not working. So I think being prepared to fail and having that mindset that you'll fail and rise up again. It took a while for me now to adjust to that thing is making me silly, feel silly. I don't know, you're like me. I don't like feeling silly. You like knowing end to end what is happening. So yeah, very important. Just be prepared. Just know that things will not work out the first time, or even sometimes the second time. They work maybe the third attempt. So yeah, tough life, eh? The seventh tip. Programming is fun. Empty the experience and the things that you have, and remember that all of us have different learning speed. Some of us will catch things very fast. Some will take a little bit of a while. Whatever it takes, just be willing to go the journey. Just be willing, be ready to go the journey. But the most beautiful things that also I experienced in the academy, I mentioned that we were coming from different backgrounds. Some students or some classmates had already a computer science degree or background. Some of them, they were, just cleared college a year or 2 years ago. So they were really fresh to this thing. But all of us, everyone, each one of us had a moment or a time they felt like quitting. As in, all of us came to a breaking point. And I think for me, it was one of the comforting things, because I joined the coding camp with a lot of, that programming program with a lot of questions when I looked around. But seeing that everyone, even the young, the old, and we even had some old guys. We had guys who were even 40 plus. Just seeing that everyone had a moment where they felt like quitting, it was comforting to know that you're not struggling alone. And this stuff is hard, but it's doable. I did it. In actual fact, I graduated recently, like 2 weeks ago, and it's amazing. Feels good. Now I can do mobile apps, web apps. I can be a front-end developer, back-end developer, microservices. I can do many things, which is exciting. Yeah. I hope those tips will help you. Yeah, enjoy. I will not tell you to subscribe and I'd forgotten to rant. I should have ranted, and it's good to rant. I really get bored by those YouTubers who, before they even tell you anything, they are telling you to subscribe, should you like, share. Damn, who are you to tell us to subscribe and do all this? We are not telling you to subscribe. Like if you want to like, hit the subscribe button if you want to. You can even smash it if you want to. Bite your screen. You do what you want to do, and enjoy and have fun. Yeah, thank you.